A new malware loader named CountLoader is significantly expanding the operational capabilities of Russian ransomware groups. This development is concerning, as it enhances the tools available for cybercriminals, potentially increasing the frequency and severity of attacks. Discovered on September 18, 2025, CountLoader is being utilized by various ransomware affiliates, particularly those linked to well-known groups like Lockbit and Black Basta. The malware loader comes in 3 versions: .NET, PowerShell, and JavaScript, and has been observed in campaigns targeting individuals in Ukraine, often using deceptive PDF phishing tactics that impersonate the national police. In this video, we'll delve into the functionalities of CountLoader, its methods of operation, and the implications for cybersecurity. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. On September 18, 2025, cybersecurity researchers unveiled CountLoader, a versatile malware loader that has quickly integrated into the operational frameworks of Russian ransomware groups. This malware loader appears in 3 distinct versions: .NET, PowerShell, and JavaScript, each tailored to exploit different vulnerabilities and enhance attack efficacy. CountLoader's deployment strategy is particularly alarming, as it has been observed in a campaign targeting individuals in Ukraine, employing PDF-based phishing lures that masquerade as communications from the National Police of Ukraine. Such tactics not only reflect the malware's adaptability but also its potential for geopolitical implications, as it exploits ongoing regional tensions. The JavaScript variant of CountLoader has emerged as the most sophisticated, featuring 6 distinct methods for file downloading and 3 for executing malware binaries. This level of versatility underscores the developer's advanced understanding of both the Windows operating system and malware development, allowing for a range of malicious activities, from gathering system information to establishing persistence through scheduled tasks. Furthermore, CountLoader's infrastructure is extensive, supported by over 20 unique domains, indicating a well-organized cybercriminal operation. Its ability to deliver post-exploitation tools such as Cobalt Strike and PureHVNC exemplifies its role as a critical conduit in the ransomware ecosystem. The use of the victim's music folder as a staging area for malware adds a layer of stealth, making detection more challenging. In addition to its technical capabilities, CountLoader's operational integration highlights the fluidity within the Russian ransomware landscape. The interconnected nature of these groups allows for resource sharing and collaboration, as evidenced by the use of common tactics across different ransomware affiliates. This adaptability suggests that cybercriminals are not only responding to security measures but are also evolving their strategies to maintain effectiveness in their attacks. As the cybersecurity community continues to analyze CountLoader's impact, the implications for both individual victims and broader cybersecurity policies are significant. The malware's deployment reflects a growing trend of sophistication in cybercrime, necessitating increased vigilance and innovative defensive measures from organizations worldwide. The emergence of CountLoader has profound implications for victims and the broader cybersecurity landscape. As ransomware groups increasingly leverage this malware loader, victims are facing heightened risks of data breaches and extortion. The use of targeted phishing campaigns, particularly against individuals in Ukraine, illustrates the calculated approach cybercriminals are taking to exploit vulnerabilities. By impersonating trusted entities like the National Police of Ukraine, attackers increase the likelihood of successful infiltration, leading to severe consequences for the victims, including loss of sensitive information and financial resources. Moreover, the capabilities of CountLoader, particularly its ability to deploy sophisticated post-exploitation tools like Cobalt Strike and PureHVNC, signify a shift in the operational tactics of ransomware affiliates. Victims are not just at risk of having their data encrypted, they may also be subjected to extensive surveillance and manipulation of their network traffic. This manipulation can lead to further data theft and unauthorized access to other systems, compounding the initial damage. From a cybersecurity perspective, CountLoader's multi-version architecture, spanning .NET, PowerShell, and JavaScript, highlights the necessity for organizations to adopt a multi-layered defense strategy. The ability of CountLoader to utilize legitimate Windows tools for malicious purposes underscores the importance of educating users about the risks associated with seemingly benign applications. This situation compels organizations to enhance their monitoring and detection capabilities, particularly for behaviors that deviate from normal operational patterns. Additionally, the interconnected nature of Russian ransomware operations, as identified by domain tools, suggests that victims may face threats from multiple groups, each capable of leveraging the same tools and techniques. This fluidity among operators complicates the landscape for cybersecurity professionals, as the same malware may be used across different campaigns with varying objectives. As cybercriminals adapt to law enforcement efforts and industry defenses, the urgency for robust incident response plans and threat intelligence sharing becomes paramount. In conclusion, the rise of CountLoader not only poses immediate risks to individuals and organizations but also signifies a troubling evolution in the tactics employed by cybercriminals. The implications for victims are dire, with potential long-term impacts on their security posture and trust in digital systems. As the cybersecurity landscape evolves, so too must the strategies employed to safeguard against these emerging threats. As CountLoader continues to evolve, organizations must brace for a new era of cyber threats, particularly from ransomware groups leveraging its capabilities. The sophistication of CountLoader, especially with its multi-version deployment across .NET, PowerShell, and JavaScript, indicates a strategic shift in how cybercriminals operate. This adaptability allows them to exploit various environments and evade detection, making it essential for cybersecurity teams to enhance their defensive measures. To prepare for potential attacks, organizations should prioritize comprehensive training for employees, focusing on recognizing phishing attempts and other social engineering tactics. Given that CountLoader campaigns have successfully utilized PDF-based phishing lures, organizations should implement strict email filtering protocols and educate employees on the dangers of unsolicited attachments. Furthermore, the use of LOL bins, legitimate tools that can be exploited for malicious purposes, highlights the need for a layered security approach. Companies should consider deploying endpoint detection and response (EDR) solutions that can monitor for unusual behavior associated with these legitimate binaries. Regularly updating and patching software will also reduce vulnerabilities that CountLoader and similar malware could exploit. Additionally, the interconnected nature of the Russian ransomware landscape suggests that collaboration among cybersecurity professionals is crucial. Sharing threat intelligence and best practices can help organizations stay ahead of evolving threats. Joining industry-specific cybersecurity forums and participating in information-sharing initiatives will foster a communal defense strategy. Finally, organizations should conduct regular security audits and penetration testing to identify and mitigate potential weaknesses in their cybersecurity posture. By anticipating the tactics employed by malware like CountLoader, businesses can better safeguard their assets against future cyber threats. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals.